What's going on, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Tay Thursday is over with. Sad, but true. But don't be too sad because we're in Friday Eve mode. That's right. Getting ready to prepare ourselves for Friday. TGI mother effing F. It's getting ready to go down. And then the weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed your work day today. Today was actually a pretty interesting and fun day. I got a chance to see something that I'm going to share with you that I thought was just too good to pass up. So I decided to pick a little something up. I'm going to share it with you on this video. And that's right, your boy Jeff, our Gearwrench rep, did have a chance to stop by the shop today. And he's going to share his thoughts about this little something that I got. So stay tuned. Roll camera. Oh, it's that time of the morning, time to get it kick-started. It is Tay Thursday, so I don't know what today's gonna bring. I got a couple of viewer questions that I'm gonna answer when I get home. And tonight's discussion topic is gonna be, should you invest in the 401k plan that your company offers? What benefits can you expect, and is it worth it? We're gonna talk about that tonight. So for right now, we'll just see how the day goes. I don't know if you guys remember from the other day when I was checking out that Honda and showing you how I was using the DeWalt to spin the alternator, hear if the noise was coming from it or not, and how we ended up figuring it out with the compressor. Well, changing out that compressor and the tensioner worked. Lunchtime, yeah. I know it's not Fat Ass Friday, but I'm feeling a little bit pre-fat, if you will. So I'm at Jack in the Crack. I'm gonna try out these loaded tiny tacos and we'll see how good they are, and then we might dip into Harbor Freight because word has it they have the new Icon toolbox set up on display. I want to check it out. I'm also curious to see if they have the Icon 36-inch service cart there, so that'll be pretty cool. And they should have an information packet on their new credit. I'm curious about the credit line too. I want to know how it all works, and we'll see if we can't get a pamphlet. All right, freaking tiny taco time. Taco time. I haven't had these yet. I missed the loaded curly fries. Why, oh, why they stopped doing that? They still have the fries. They still got the cheese. They still got the bacon and everything. No, just bacon potato wedges now, and apparently mini tacos. Good God, man, it's a salad. That's my first impression. I don't know about no tiny taco. It's a tiny salad. Let's see. Got to be a taco in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Guess you got to dig it up. That's why they give you the fork. Oh, yeah. Ah, there it is. It is in the store. Let's check it out. Nice. Woohoo! I heard they got the new Icon screwdrivers. We gotta take a look at those before we leave. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Those are nice, aren't they? You know, I'm almost half tempted to also get a 1/2 inch in the comfort grip while I'm here. I do have a comfort grip ratchet. I think it is a snap-on. But these ones are a little bit shorter, and I'm looking for one that's a little bit shorter, so I may revisit this a little bit later next time. But I think I'm gonna check these out, man. These just look good, and I think it's gonna be a good screwdriver set. Sweet. All right, so we got an information pamphlet as far as the Harbor Freight credit. We're gonna take a closer look at that later this evening. And I also picked up the Icon screwdriver set. All right, back here at the shop, we're gonna do a real quick side-by-side, down and dirty comparison between the MATCO screwdrivers that I've previously owned and still have here at the shop as my main screwdriver set, and the new Icon screwdrivers that we just picked up. Let's take a look. All right, so here's a quick side-by-side between the MATCO set that I had and have been using for many years now, the brand new Icons that I just picked up. You can see I do have one replacement here, which you guys are already aware of because we shared it in a previous post that it had broke. Still not sure if it was covered in a warranty or if I got charged the $45 for replacement. Until I figure that out, I just leave it in the plastic for now. All right, so we got the number 3 Phillips right here. And then we got a longer number 2, another number 2, and then followed by a number 1, which, to be honest, I'm not satisfied with the number 1 on the MATCO screwdrivers whatsoever. Doesn't seem to get a good bite. I will say I am pretty happy with the short stubby because of how stubby it actually is. If we do a side-by-side comparison, you can see that the MATCO one's going to get into much tighter spots than the Icon. Something that I do like about the Icon set is it's definitely meant for old people, okay? So if you've got arthritic hands and you need something to where your hand doesn't have to be closed up into a itty bitty tiny ball to try to turn something, then you might consider going and picking up a set of Icons. Grip wise, love the grip, very comfortable, okay? I like the fact that they have the symbol on the bottom here or on the top of what it is. I don't believe these are striking cap, but the end of the cap is harder than the rest of the handle. The handle is nice and soft. So what do you get? You get a number 3 basically flathead. I'm sure you guys can look at the picture down in the corner. It'll show you all the sizes. We're not going to go into it too much. Here's the number 3 in the Phillips. Seems pretty heavy duty. All right, so I'm going to see how much trouble I can get into and how much I can beat these things up today. Hopefully not break them, but should they break, we'll see how the warranty process goes. Let's check them out. How much drawer space do they actually take up in comparison to the MATCO set? You can see just a little bit more drawer space. Not a big deal. We'll just scoot everything on over. They're not as long though. The foam is not as long, so that could be a good thing because it gives me a little bit more drawer space down here. Even though it took up a little bit more this way, it's taken up less this way. So you really don't lose any real estate in comparison to the two. Oh yeah, them are the ones right there. Some fucking great gloves. O'Reilly's special, baby. All right, so let's take a closer look at these while we got a couple of minutes. I got the AC machine charging up the Cadillac. The handles, let's talk about these handles. The tri-square, the triangle fixed. Yep, pretty close comparison to the snap-on design. Not an exact replica though. You see where they have the square notch here so it doesn't roll. They also have that here on this one as well. Something else that I noticed right here where they have a hex fitting. Same kind of ordeal that you would expect off of something that's made from snap-on. So that way, in case you got to put a wrench on it, you can. And actually it does come in handy. My boss actually really likes that feature on these. Now, to be honest, I believe them when they say lifetime warranty on their products here, because from what it is that I've gathered from the MATCO ones, which we're actually going to take home, I've got them in the bottom drawer. We're going to pretty much retire that to an at-home set, I think. And we're going to go full-time with the Icon and just see how these play out over the coming weeks to months. But yeah, I'm killer excited to put these through the overall test. God dang, hipsters got me in their freaking van trying to fix some door handle. All right, cool. So first time using it on this door handle that I'm replacing for popping off the rods and pushing them out through the little bushings. Seems to work out pretty well. Digging the grip, digging the comfort, ergonomically sound. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, and we'll just keep on using them and abusing them. And as I run them out through the testing, I'll share with you guys little clips here and there. Oh shit! Cool Tools Thursday. What the fuck? Must be because that leap year shit. All right, Jeff, check it out.
What's up? What's up?
Check out that meat hook that I got from the Snap-on. What do you think about it?
I like it. I own one.
All right, now what do you think about the style of this new Icon screwdriver they just recently developed?
Looks pretty much like a direct copy. I own these ones. These ones don't look bad. This is a little bit softer. I wasn't super partial to these ones just because they didn't fit my hand good. I like the tri-lobe, but I liked the Cornwell ones better.
The squared ones, yeah.
So the Cornwell ones were a tri-oval also with a little more round.
Okay.
So they weren't so flat on the edges. They seemed to fit the smaller hand a little bit better in my opinion.
I was thinking they fit the big, awkward, skinny-fingered kind of guy with arthritis better than the other ones, you know?
This probably would. Like, for me, putting it in like this, I always had one point. No matter how I put it, it was like there was a one point that was bothering me.
Oh, I got you.
I like this on it better. That little thumb spot. So if you're using something, I think that that's a good design. I'm a big fan of the ones that we've looked at. I think.
Oh, vessel.
So this is how the Cornwall ones are more rounded like this, but I really like these that you see there's multi-sides. So it just seems to fit my hand better. You use it backwards like this. It has the knurling on it.
These are the made in Japan.
Yeah, those are the ones that are made in Japan. So they're developing more and more as they go, punch sets. But I ended up taking my Snap-on ones, selling them, and I bought myself a set of Vessel. I really think screwdrivers are a personal opinion in most.
You like the Vessel more than the Gearwrench too? Just out of curiosity?
Yeah, again,
I think you got the Gearwrench ones.
I think the Gearwrench ones are nice because they're rounded, so you don't have that flat spot.
These are Torx, right? Yeah, that doesn't matter. The handles are probably
the same. Yeah, so there's a little bit of flatness to them. But these fit my hand better than these.
Right, because you don't have the triangle, lope right in the middle of your hand.
Correct. Yeah, I just think that
you like the more rounder handle. Right?
Correct.
More ergonomic, really.
Correct. Yeah, MATCO makes one like that too that's also made by, I think it's WIT.
Even then, I think they even started going with fatter handles for some reason.
I think that they have both.
Because I have the WIT Gen 2 screwdrivers, and they just went to a 3rd generational screwdriver, which I just got the newer one, and it's even more of a triangle fold. Yeah. It's not so much round like the original WIT ones were.
See, like, I mean, those are VIM, and it's more of a rounder style. This has got a grippy substance.
Feels like a harder plastic?
No.
Oh, that's rubber. That's like the sticky things you get for your kids that you flick at the window and then pull it back, you know, and it springs back.
Yeah, the little hand.
Right.
Really good, feel nice in your hand, but the longevity of these is you get oil on them and they start to deteriorate.
Too quick?
Lifetime warranty, yeah.
Okay.
Here's another one where you'll see that made in Asia.
Astro.
So made in Asia, we don't care. We're gonna copy.
Yeah, there's another trifold.
Now look at, another trifold, a little more.
Oh yeah, even look at the textile gripping that they have going on there.
So they copied with the little more of the triangulated, like the Snap-on. These ones did Icon did their own little ears.
Which I kind of like. It adds a little personal character. Everyone's like, oh, they're trying to copy Snap-on. Yeah, well, that was the original idea. But you know what? Magnetic tip. And it's $50 for an 8-piece set. What's your opinion on the $50 for the 8-piece?
No, not a bad price at all.
Because typically, what would a Gearwrench 8-piece go for? Well, that's $65 right here. But there'd be no stubbies though.
Yeah, that's for the Torx. An 8-piece set does not have stubbies in it. It's going to look like it's going to be very similar to this set. So these have a couple of minis, but you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. So those ones are actually really reasonable. That they are only running about $68 to $78.
Okay.
There's a few dollars difference in colors. I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
Right.
But I'm pretty happy with price points on stuff like that. And then with like that 12-piece, you buy that 12-piece, and then there was a free scraper set that came with it. So it makes it at $111. It's like, yes, you pay a little bit for the scraper set,
but you get a little something free.
But you get a little something. Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? Did you go to a show? Look at this thing right here with this beer. Oh my God, I already want it. For beers. Look at my shit. You know this has my name written on it. I don't drink a lot of bottles. But, I mean, I might figure out a reason to drink a lot of bottles. Is that for a giveaway or what?
Yeah, I put it on the truck. I think I'm going to do a giveaway. I haven't really just decided yet. I thought
it's pretty cool looking.
I thought it was really cool, so I bought it. That's the only thing.
I can dig it.
They had this on a special, and I bought 7 of these work tables.
Ooh, I like those. I was actually talking to Mike. I was thinking about picking one up, but I didn't know how much they cost.
So those are on sale for $179. $213 is regular on them. They do green, gray, and matte black.
Sweet. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna end up spending. Let's go ahead and wrap this up and get you paid, and then I gotta get out of here. Where's those my little thingies?
Over here.
All right, I already forgot. All right, ladies and germs, boys and ghouls, children of almost all ages. I gotta get out of here. Jeff's gotta go. I gotta go.
Have a great day,
See you guys back at the house. It's about that time. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get back to the house for tonight's discussion. guys, so we're back here at the house. It was really cool to get Jeff's opinion on not just the Icon screwdriver set, but 5 other brands of screwdrivers that he's seen, owned, or had the pleasure of actually putting his hands on and giving them his own test and feel. Now let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day, and then we'll jump over to the topic of the day. Today's question is from Miles Barter. What are your thoughts on buying a salvage title that's been all fixed? I need a little beater car to run up and down the highway. I want to find something inexpensive and great on gas. Well, Miles, it's like this. For me, this is how I look at buying a used car, whether it's off Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or even off the side of the road. If you find yourself a little beater that seems to be good on gas mileage and seems to be running sound, or as sound as can be, with very minute amount of repairs that you're going to have to do or come up with money for, I would say don't worry about the salvage title part, okay? Salvage title to you just means that you can get it for cheaper because it was a salvage title, okay? If it was a clean, clear title, they're probably going to want a little bit more closer to the Kelly Blue Book. But if it's a salvage title, chances are it's been in a horrible accident, even though it's been fixed up or whatever and runs great, it's never going to be the same or worth the same as your Kelly Blue Book, so in which case you might actually get a better deal. So that's what I think about salvage titles. Now let's jump into the discussion topic of the day. Should you sign up for a 401k if your shop, company, or dealership offer it? In short, the answer is yes. In long term, the answer might be no. It really depends on you and what your ability is to either save or not be able to save. Some of us do have an issue with being able to put money aside for a rainy day. The way a 401k works is that they take a percentage out of your check pre-tax and they set it to the side for you in a 401k that you can't draw out until you're 59 years old. That seems like a long period of time, but the money's always there, okay? And then if something should happen to you, it gets deferred over to your next of kin. So if you don't make it to 59, it still leaves your family with a little something to take care of you and take care of themselves or any children that you might have left behind. So in which case, I do think the 401k is a great option, especially if you have inability or lack of ability to be able to actually save and put money aside. Now, if you do have the ability to actually save your money and put it aside and invest it smartly, whether it's in real estate or in stocks and bonds or mutual funds or hedge funds or what have you, then you probably don't want to go with the 401k. 401k has got a very minute percentage of growth, but not as much as, say, like maybe some high yield stocks or bonds, okay? It is a great way to put money aside and save for a later date. But if you want to try to grow your nest egg a little bit stronger and get some dividends that roll themselves back into compounding interest, then yeah, you're going to want to try to find your own way of being able to invest your own money. Now, one of the number one ways that I see a lot of successful people go about actually putting money away for a rainy day or building towards their retirement or trying to replace their income is through real estate. So if you have enough money or credit or business established to where you can invest in real estate property, turn them into rentals, maybe even buy a quadruplex, that's going to actually develop more money faster. And as time goes, as the economy grows, ergo, so does the price grow. The price grows with the property value. Should the property value tank or we run into another recession or depression, need not to worry, just keep holding on to the property because eventually, like everything else, what goes down must eventually come back up, okay? You're never going to stay at the bottom for very long. So if you're a very smart investor, you might consider jumping onto some real estate or messing around a little bit with the stock market. Don't get too crazy because if you see those numbers dropping a little bit faster than you're comfortable with, you're going to end up taking a loss. I've had a few stocks myself in the past, which I wish I would have held on to. I didn't. Nowadays, I played a little bit more smarter and I invested into the 401k plan at my work. I know, seems a little bit weird that a small shop with less than 6 employees would have a 401k option, but my boss has made it so. The shop owner has made it so, and he's even matching certain percentages up to a certain percentage for us, which is even better. Because whatever I put in, he'll match up to a certain percentage, which means I'm actually making like 12 or 15% instead of the 8 or 10% that I put in. So that's a good option, because as the company goes, as the business continues to grow, it will just keep growing and compounding over time. Now, should something happen for whatever reason and I end up going with a different employer or something like that, that 401k continues to build, as other companies will offer you a 401k. You can just pick up right where you left off. You can change the percentages. So if you're putting in 10% of your check every time you get paid, and that seems to be a little bit too much, and you weren't aware of how much was being taken out and how it was going to affect you, or you had a hard week, or you were sick, you can, of course, reduce the percentage in which you're putting into your 401k and then increase it later as you feel comfortable. I hope it helped some of you guys out there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's content. I hope you guys got a chance to enjoy hearing some of Jeff's thoughts and opinions about 6 different screwdriver brands and manufacturers that are out there and what he thinks about them. If you do, make sure to smash the thumbs up. Share if you want to share. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.